So guys, we are back here at Momentum, as you can see, and we're about to pick up a surprise. And we have the 228 Grand Coupe, guys. So we are going to do a nice little review on this week. It's a 228i. Look at this thing. X-Drive, four-wheel drive. Absolutely fantastic. We're gonna do a full review, but let's get in the car and get moving. So first thing I noticed getting into this car are the seats. They grip you like a glove. We had the M850 last time we drove a car and reviewed it, and the seats did not feel as grippy. Like, I am actually tucked in this seat pretty tight, guys. So I'm gonna keep driving this and we're gonna get out and review it. We are in the 2020 328i X-Drive Grand Coupe. So this is BMW's 4-door 2 Series. So it's got a 2-liter 4-cylinder twin turbo engine. Puts out about 228 horsepower. Feels peppy. Does not feel like 228, feels like a little bit more, but this car I've been driving for the past 2 days so far and loving it. So first thing you'll notice when you get in this car and you sit down is the seats. So the seats are bolstered. They're actually really bolstered, a lot more than I thought they would be. So when you sit down, these bolsters are nice and tight, so I feel planted in this seat. You know, I have race seats in the E36 and I had them in the E39. This feels just as good on the sides up here as my race seat. It holds me in tight. The side bolsters on the bottom could be a little bit bigger, but I know that's ease of getting in and out of the car and stuff like that. But this car is set up with a sport, comfort, and eco mode, depending on your driving style. I've been driving it in all of them lately, trying to figure out, you know, which one works best for me. I've, of course, figured out that sport works best, but it is nice to have it in comfort, and it's a comfy ride, guys. So the 2 Series comes with all of your amenities as far as iDrive, your link system, all your digital gauges, everything that most of the new BMWs come with. You have seat heaters, seat coolers, all of the basic amenities that come with your new BMWs. Your lighted door, accent pieces, all that kind of stuff. But that's not what we're here for. Everybody knows that. It's the engine, guys. So this is a 4-cylinder, 228 horsepower, roughly. It shows 240 on our little sport dash thing when you pull it up, but gives you torque, gives you horsepower, all that stuff, so you can monitor it if you're, you know, trying to watch that. But this thing really gets up and goes, guys. So this thing is actually pretty peppy. Off the line, the turbos really kick in and really get you off the line pretty quickly, and really get you up to speed. Once you get on the freeway, up in your higher speeds, it's a little bit laggish, but that's to be expected from a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. You know, you can only do so much. But this thing around town, in anything, freeway speeds, that kind of thing, this thing will get up and we'll put you back in the seat a little bit. I know the M235 will probably put you back a lot more than this one does, but this one is BMW's entry-level car. It's actually not meant to be the sportiest car out there. It's meant to be their entry level, which you can definitely tell from everything that's on this car. So we'll talk about the exterior in a little bit, but you know, the inside, the back seat's actually bigger than you think it is. I'm small. I'm 5'6", 5'5", and I fit in the back seat, but a 6 foot tall person would have a little bit of issue getting in and out of the back seat. And everybody that I've talked to, and the first thing I thought when I saw this car is Corolla. So this car, the first thing when I saw it in person and looked at it, I was like, holy, this is the Corolla of BMW. So it does remind me on the exterior of the new Corolla. Like, it's the same size, same basic wheelbase. You know, interior is about the same. Of course, this is more comfy and more luxurious, but it does remind me of the same size and shape as the Corolla. And I'll put up a picture for comparison when we get to the exterior. But overall, guys, this car is really well put together. Of course, it's BMW quality, so its interior is built nice. You know, a little bit plasticky here and there, but that's to be expected with their entry-level trim. So, you know, if you do the M235, you know, you get a little bit more of the, you know, updated stuff. But like, I love the steering wheel, love the gauge setup, love all the features. You know, you have your M Sport, your Sport 2, your manual, your paddle shifters. You have all the same basic items, and you got a nice little shift light that comes up across the dash when you are getting into it. So it's actually a pretty nice setup. Personally, would it be something I buy? Maybe the 235 or M235. Not so much this one. But with like a drop and some wheels, this thing could actually look fairly decent on the exterior. So speaking of exterior, let's jump out to the outside and I'll show you what we got. Onto the exterior. As you can see, we have the angel eyes up front. We have the active grille, which is normal with most BMWs, and it looks the part up front. So we have our parking sensors, we have our fog lights, we have our aero grille, we have all of that. Once you start working your way around to the side is kind of where it becomes to look like a Corolla. So for me, the doors and the way the doors fit around the wheel and the size on the side really start to look like Corolla to me. And I think that's where this car gets that, you know, Corolla look. And as you come around the rear, you can see it's got the thin line BMW taillights. It's got the dual exhaust, and the trunk resembles the X6, X5 kind of trunk. And so as you come around the back, you can see the thin line taillights really make it look like BMW. The dual exhaust. What makes you remind you of a Corolla is these little vents for me actually are, I believe, on the new Corolla, so it tends to make it look like that. But overall, it's pretty much BMW, except for the fact that it looks kind of like a Corolla from the side. From the back, from the front, the car screams BMW, but from the side, it kind of has that entry-level Corolla look to it. But that's not a horrible look, but it does give it that kind of feel to it, which some people like, some people don't. But I feel like with a drop, some wheels, get it down, it'll actually look pretty decent. Car can, some modifications, we can make it work. One of the super cool things are the side mirrors. When you get close and the car unlocks, they fold down. When you step back and the car locks, the mirrors fold up and out of the way, which is actually a really cool feature of this car. For the 228, this car is a nice entry-level car into BMW. If you haven't owned one and you want to get in one so you can get into the brand and actually feel what the brand is about, this car would be the car for you. It's actually nicely powered, not overpowered, not underpowered, very comfy inside, very beautiful car overall. It is a nice entry-level car to BMW, guys. Thanks for watching this video and the review. Guys, want any more information about the car, let me know, or visit your local Momentum dealership and they can tell you all about it. Get a test drive, actually feel it out for yourself and see how well this car actually drives.